Hey guys, so in today's video, I want to speak about focus and how focus is linked to fulfillment and success. So, we are conscious beings, we are sensory beings who can touch, taste, feel, see, smell, and hear things. Might have missed one. And this is our main function. When we eat, we taste, when we touch, we feel, when we look, we see, and when we listen, we hear. But what happens when these things are dulled, when these senses are dulled by dopamine, by music, by excessive feeling, unrestricted feeling, if you know what I mean, unrestricted taste? If you eat too much salt, eventually you will need a lot more salt to enjoy your food. Okay, so getting back to the point, um, being able to focus means to have clarity of the senses. Now, when you saturate the senses, you can no longer see clearly and you can no longer focus. You know, creation itself, and we are creative beings, we have the source of creation inside of us. Creation itself requires focus, it requires attention, attention to detail, attention to environment, intention to whatever. Okay, intention, attention. Once you intend to do something, then you can attend to the things that you need to do while you're doing that thing. And so let's look at attention. Okay, when you sit down and you try to read a book, okay, most people are so frustrated when reading is brought up, or if you ask most people, 90% of people, do you like to read? They might say yes, they might lie to you, but most of them cannot sit down with a book and actually follow the lines and read because our attention span is so short. But the reason why a lot of people find such fulfillment in reading and why they actually read before bed is because it gives them a certain level of focus, a certain level of immersion. Now imagine you could have that level of immersion and involvement in your day to day life. So I will use me as an example. When I go on a tangent and, I've burnt myself out and I'm like, busting nuts, listening to super stimulating music, just eating super intensely flavorful food like cheese and salty stuff and chips and sweets, and who knows what other stimulating thing I could be doing. And this dulls my senses, okay? And I open my book, I look at it for a second, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just put that away. And then I go on Instagram and I start scrolling. And so when I detox from all of this, okay, and I'll tell you how to do that in the Zenith scroll, top link in the description. If you'd like to check it out, it's my product. I go in more in depth on this in there, but I will teach you how to make your mind a vault so that you can focus. But anyway, so I'll be scrolling through Instagram, and now when I let go of these stimulating things and I just detach a little bit and take charge of myself, I will not listen to music for a little while. Um, and maybe I will sit down and watch a very long video or do very long periods of meditation. And yes, in the moment it is painful to sit down and to focus. But when you focus, you're taking back your power. When you sit down, you can be attentive to the things that you need to do or that you intend to do. When you have this intention to make money and you sit down and you give it some attention, give your intentions attention, and you will see how your life changes instead of being ignorant. Okay, so your ability to focus directly correlates with your success in life or with your confidence in yourself. And confidence leads to abundance, it leads to success. Because when you believe that you are capable, you don't even really have to do anything and things come to you. So, your ability to focus directly correlates to your success, to your confidence, to your abundance. So, how do we focus? Well, meditation is a good start. You sit down, 10 minutes. First thing that's going to hit you is whatever's bothering you. Whatever lie you have been telling yourself is going to be revealed in that moment. It's going to be painful when you sit down to meditate, but it gets better. It gets way better. You have to get into this. I teach some pretty interesting meditations in the Zenith scroll as well. I really want to hear your guys' feedback on the Zenith scroll, so please check it out. But meditation, you sit down and for 10 minutes you just focus. Focus right here. Hands open on your thighs. And you just focus right here. Your head tilted up. And you will begin to develop this like basis. Like you will touch the basis inside of you, like the part of you which does not move. And when you touch that part of you, it's like a black hole. It's like your soul. It's like your consciousness, and you can just grab anything and pull it towards you. You can visualize something with Trataka. It's a meditation I teach in the Zenith scroll as well. Trataka, you focus on a small dot. As soon as everything around that dot fades away, boom, you visualize the thing that you want, and you make sure you know what it looks like. You make sure you know the details of exactly what you want. Boom. And it will just manifest. I did this with I teach English online, and my schedule was completely empty. I had no students. I was just starting out. So I looked at my schedule, and I went and I took my mom's schedule because she does the same thing. And I checked because her schedule was full. And I'm like, okay, this is exactly what the box looks like. This is what the schedule looks like when it's full. This is the icon. And I memorized it. And when I was doing Trataka, it's an ancient Tibetan practice, I believe. I was staring at this dot right here, actually on the wall right here. And everything went gray around the dot. This is how it always works. This takes a lot of practice. And my mind was stable in that moment. I was able to fully focus. And then I visualized my schedule filling up. 2 days, or I think that weekend, my schedule just went, it filled up with students. And I started making some money, which was great. And I was able to buy protein and build muscle and fix this laptop that I'm speaking to you on. So essentially, focusing is the key to creation. Consciousness is the key to creation, because consciousness is the basis of creation. Once you understand this, everything feels like a big joke. Everything feels like a play, like a good day. And yeah, so I encourage you. I know this video is a bit vague, but sit down, find a random topic that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be about business, it doesn't have to be about work or money. And watch like a 10-minute video, cross-legged. Always sit cross-legged. It will help you focus. And keep your left heel close to the base of your spine. Not too close, just close. can be within 20 centimeters, more like 15 centimeters. And watch a video 10 minutes long, and do not pause that video no matter what, unless someone comes in your room, okay? But watch that video through and focus on the words, whatever he's saying. Maybe you want to watch a video about people carving a flute out of wood, and or some Japanese how to make a bench out of this wood or something. It doesn't matter what it is. How to shoot the volleyball correctly. And just watch it all the way through and get some confidence in your ability to focus. Okay? It will fulfill you. It will fulfill you. And yeah, once you do this, you will see that you can focus. You will have more confidence. And you will also be able to meditate much easier because you will have learned how to hold your attention on something. But when you meditate, you will learn how to hold your attention on nothing. But I will see you guys soon. That is all for today. Namaste. And